Shelley Winter Show, 7 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about this Trump fundraising. So last night, as you know, 34 guilty counts. Guilty. Going on and on. And all the left are jumping up and down. They're all happy. Let me tell you something. They just created about 10 to 15 million new Trump voters. This is what they did. And they don't realize it because they never understood us. Let me tell you, I am, one of the things I can honestly tell you is that live and local here in Georgia, right? I'm one of the few guys on the radio that's been a Trump supporter since 2016, right? Since day one. A lot of guys have come and gone. But as far as media, TV, radio, print, whatever it is, I'm the only guy that's been there since day one. And one of the things I can honestly tell you that no one has ever understood about a Trump supporter, I don't care about their race, gender, or anything like that. What they don't understand about us is that the reason why we like him is because we don't like them. I'm not saying hatred of them. I'm saying it's just a dislike. We've never trusted them. People like me, we never trusted the media, if you will. When you talk about the media, of course I'm a member of the media, but you understand what I mean. We never trusted the media. I'm a Public Enemy fan. We just started with Fight the Power. Remember Can't Trust It? Every single African-American young white kid coming up at a certain point in their life when they're Public Enemy fans sung Don't Trust It. It was all about the media and the radio industry, but mostly the media. If you're African-American of a certain age, you listen to Malcolm X tell you the media was one of the most powerful entities in the world because it can convince you, and I quote, your enemy is your friend and your friend is your enemy. So we never trusted the media. So in the media, who loved Trump for 30 years, loved the guy, watched him on TV, talked about him, had him as guest on their talk shows, big time. They loved him. Never said a bad word about him. All of a sudden he comes down the golden staircase. I'm running as a Republican. Oh my God, he's a racist. What? We never trusted them. So when they hate him, it goes back to, well, we never trusted you anyway, and you're lying to me right now, so I like him even more. See, they never understood that about the Trump supporter because they're all part of the same cabal. Either they want to be in that club, they want to be invited to the White House Correspondents' Dinner every year, or they're already there in the cabal. So they had to do what the cabal told them to do. But for many of us, we're down here, we're like, dude, we never liked you to begin with. And the fact that you hate him after liking him means we hate you even more. Not hate you, we dislike you even more, and we like him even more. That's what they never understood about the Trump supporters. They never got that. That it wasn't never about him. That's what they say. How can you vote for a felon? What do you mean, how can we vote for a felon? You've droned people. You've started wars for money. We know you have. We know you've sent people in and backed dictators who have killed their own people and killed our people, but because it was good for the corporations and good for the brand, you kept them in power. We know you've done that. We know you've been felons all your lives. So we like the guy that comes along and says, hey, man, let's change this. Yeah, let's change it. We've been saying that for a long time. And now the same people who've been screaming change, change, change want to keep the same. They're defending the empire. Think about that. Think about that. Think about the pink hat ladies that were anti-war when Bush was president that all of a sudden disappeared when Obama came into office. But the wars continued, but they just disappeared. We've seen that. We know this. We watch it. You're frauds. You hated war under one guy, then you disappeared under the other guy, and the other guy kept the wars going and he never said anything? That's fraudulent. You're a liar. You're a bunch of liars. And so we see this. So when this guy came down, when they tried to tell us, well, you know, he gave money to, remember early on in Trump when he was running in 2016, well, you know, he gave money to Democrats. Yeah, we understood that. And he lived in New York. What was he supposed to do? Give it to Republicans? Remember that? Well, you know, he may not be a real Republican. Well, what? Huh? Who is? Like, for real, who is? Who is a real Democrat? Who is a real Republican? These are all terms that we use back and forth, but they don't mean anything because no one acts like what they're supposed to. That's why we like him. He tells you how he feels. Oh, he shouldn't talk like that. Why not? Shouldn't we go with someone who's telling us the truth? For years, they told us politicians lie. They should tell us the truth. Here comes a guy that tells you the brutal honesty, and you're like, oh, my God, he's too strong. He's too honest. He tweets too much. In a world where everyone's tweeting, he tweets too much. These are the things why we like him, and they never understood that. So when you slap him with 34 counts of falsifying business records, every single hardworking entrepreneur, business owner, working man and woman is looking at them and saying, really? That's what you got? Oh, I like him even more. That's what I'm hearing from the streets. I'm not hearing it from the bourgeois class. I'm not hearing it from the educated class. I'm not hearing it from the college graduated class. I'm hearing it from the streets. White, black, Hispanic, the streets. Where common sense is abounding, where common sense is so vast that people are hustling and getting by and surviving and thriving with nearly nothing. That's where the real smart people are, in the streets. And they're telling me 34 counts of falsifying business records, I want to vote for him now. Those are black people, those are Hispanic people, those are white working class people, those are white women. I want to vote for him now. Because you're going to slap a man with 34 counts of falsifying a business record, the same expense, but you did it 34 times. You're going to slap him with that. And you're going to tell me that Pookie and Juan and Mary and Jane and Brad stand a chance if they don't have the means that he did to go through a 5-week trial with three lawyers? Come on, people. You're martyring the man, and we want you to do it because you're going to go down in flames in November. And when that happens, oh, boy, I pray to God I'm still on here, even if it's just 7 to 7:30. 404-872-0750. 1-800-WSB-TALK. We'll be right back. It's the Shelley Winter Show, and we are on fire. We'll be right back.